Andy with an
Welcome everybody to the Still Real pregame. It's your favorite, the main event, Andy with Nye. Starting a little action going on over here. We're going to talk about Impact today. I love Impact. The guy I'm talking to loves Impact. Sam loves Impact. He's going to be on at the end of the show. As always, he will be here. Don't worry about it. Sam will be here tonight. I got Bryce over here. He's going to spit some knowledge about Impact. Bryce really loves Impact. But you know the rules. We got the word of the day. Every time you hear this word, go ahead, take a sip of your pregame of choice, and remember, always pregame responsibly. Alrighty. Alright, guys. Welcome to the Still Real pregame. There's a special episode today. No one talks about Impact, so we're going to talk about Impact. I know Raw happened on Monday, but fuck Raw. I know AEW, we're recording on a Wednesday, so AEW and NXT happened. Fuck those two shows. No one cares. If you're not watching Impact, you ain't watching shit. I'm your favorite host, Andy, with an I, and I got a new host because it takes a new type of sick person like me to get on my level to talk about Impact. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy Sticks Adam, and I'm here to rock it with Andy with an I to talk about the redheaded stepchild of wrestling, Impact Wrestling.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love Impact. I've been watching Impact secretly. Like I hid the secret of watching wrestling for years from my wife, and then now it's out in the open, 10 years in, hey babe, I like Impact too. And she's like, oh my God, I'm not surprised anymore. But fuck yeah, Impact Wrestling. It's a brother show. And I can't wait to get into this with you, Sticks. But a couple rules in the pregame since it's your first time. We got the word of the day. So every time you hear this word, go ahead, take a sip of your favorite pregame. I got some Tito's, and I'm a little Croy Boy action. Tito's and Croy Boy, mixing it up right now, pouring myself a drink.
Well, that's a good brother drink right there.
Oh, it's a brother drink.
Damn straight, brother.
Speaking of good brothers, you listen to their podcast?
I haven't listened to their new one. I haven't listened to the one that they did with Jericho, but I saw some news that posted that I guess they're going to be doing a Talking Shop of Mania too.
Yeah. That they were hinting on that on Sunday, Monday.
I'm glad because Talking Shop of Mania, I tell you what, for the price, was better than freaking AEW All Out.
I totally missed it, and I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna watch it. I have 3 more days left on my vacation, so I'm gonna watch it between now and
it'll be the best
Monday.
$12 to $15 you spend, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be better than Jake's OnlyFans account.
Brother, it is way better than Jake's OnlyFans account.
Oh brother, I'm trying to. So it's Talking Shop. Their podcast is amazing. They have the best opening to any podcast I've ever listened to. It's hilarious. It's a Machine Gun saying hoot, and then they go, there it is, hoot, there it is, and it's so awesome. I love that stuff. Good.
Whoever came up with that is a freaking genius. It was. I mean, it fits it. It fits him too, and I love Gallows when he says, "Take your pants off, crack open a cold one, and it's time for Talking Shop."
Oh, and they just shit on their podcast. Machine Gun talks about how he never wants to record it, and it's just so funny.
It was just hilarious. He's like, well, I didn't have anything to do since we got fired in the middle of a pandemic, so I suppose we had to start this thing back up again. And it's been the best thing they've done.
Oh, it's great. And look, they might break off and do their own type of wrestling promotion. I mean, they're getting 2 pay-per-views out of this.
Oh yeah.
And they squashed the beef with the Bucks because they were on the 2 weeks ago. They were on their podcast.
Yep. They'll be the only brothers that'll wrestle for like 3 organizations. They'll be like possibly full time at Impact, part time at New Japan, and probably show up every once in a while for AEW.
fucking brothering it up.
Yeah.
Speaking of brothers, we got to get back to the task on hand because you got to go to work, right?
Yes, sir. Way to keep me on track, brother.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just trying to be a good brother.
You're
So
a damn good brother.
no real opening to this show. It just goes right into the first match of the night, and that's Kimber Lee and Diana Perrazzo versus Kylie Rae and Susie. Now, are you familiar with any of these wrestlers? And did you watch this match?
Yes, I did. Of course, I'm with Deanna because she used to be on NXT. Plus, I knew she used to date the villain, the master of the chicken wing himself. And Kylie Rae, I think she had maybe a match or two in AEW, and then asked for her release. And then I think that's when she showed up in Impact, and I believe she's the number one contender for Perrazzo's title, isn't she? I think that with that match they had on Wrestle House or something.
Yep. So she won a battle royal at Bound for Glory, and then
Okay.
Just to get as many people on TV, I think they created Wrestle House, which is fucking amazing. I loved Wrestle House.
I tell you what, I think they hit a home run on something they probably didn't know was going to do very well.
Oh my god! And it was just them just being goofballs, and it was great. It was good. Like you're going into Impact with a certain level of expectation of entertainment, and it went from this type of level to this type of level, and that is a significant change in levels.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think this is the hottest Impact's been for quite a while. I mean, with the guys they brought in from that used to be WWE guys, and I mean, some of their storylines aren't too bad. I think I think they got possibly the second best women's division in wrestling.
Oh yeah, in the beginning they had the best when it was the knockouts. Like, well, they're still knockouts, but like in the
Yeah.
beginning when they had like um, ODB and they had
Yep.
not Karma. What was her name? Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong, yeah.
Oh my God! And they maintain a good level of talent in that division, and especially with Taya here.
Yeah.
They had Taya, they had Tessa. Now they have
Uh-huh.
Deanna. Deanna's really good. She was in Ring of Honor and she did really good out there. But she looks like she gained that COVID-19.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I saw her. I think it was a couple weeks ago. Well, no, it was during that Iron Woman match. And I was like, I asked my girlfriend because she watched it with me too, and I was like, last we saw on NXT, I was like, has she gotten big? Has COVID? She packed on those COVID pounds? And she was like, yeah, she has. I'm like, wow. This is what happens when you break it with the villain.
That's
You hit the
exactly.
buffet line.
Downward spiral.
Yeah.
No, she looked like she was having a baby.
Yeah.
And then, just like my wife said, Jordan Grace looks like a baby. So it was just like a lot of baby on baby brother action going on.
Yeah, that was some good brother violence.
What about Kimber Lee? You familiar with Kimber Lee?
No, I haven't heard anything on her.
She's pretty popular out here in the promotions around Washington. Because Seattle's got a really big independent scene, so she's pretty big out there. I've heard her name all the time. One of the radio show hosts up in KSW for The Rock. He is a verified champion, like a Twitter verified champion of the promotions out there. And I would see her and him run in on each other. And then Susie, are you familiar with Susie or Sue Young?
Yeah, I've seen her. I've seen her bits and pieces. Like I've jumped in and out of Impact, and I remember I've seen her. So she was in that feud with like, what was it when they did Rosemary and all that stuff. She's one that she'll be like Susie, and then she turns to like, what was it, Sue Young or something like that?
Yeah, she was the undead bride, and then she took out the demon Rosemary, and then Allie got involved, and then she seduced Allie to her side, and then Rosemary resurrected a la Undertaker style. It was pretty good for the level of what Impact is. It was really good. It exceeded expectations. So, but it was actually a pretty competitive match. It went pretty long. The result ended in Kylie Rae and Susie defeating Perrazzo and Lee, with Susie getting in touch with her inner Sue Young to use one of her old moves to get the pin. So that's good. Kylie Rae setting up some momentum going into her match against Perrazzo. But last week, Emma or Tennille Dashwood appeared, so things aren't looking too bright
She
for
came back
Kylie.
from vacation.
Yeah, she's back from her Twitter and Instagram excursions with her
Yeah.
autoimmune disease. And she said that on air in a Ring of Honor once, and I looked at my wife. I was like, "Does that mean she has AIDS?" Because I tried to do the math, autoimmune disease, but no, it's definitely a wrong acronym. I was like, "She has
Don't do
AIDS."
I would have said the same thing. I would look at my girlfriend. I was like, "Does it mean she had AIDS? Is it the magic AIDS, or is it you talking like that?"
No, but she has the different type of AIDS. It's not a bad AIDS, but she's made a speedy recovery, and she's in the main event picture now. So I don't think
Yeah, she's
Kylie
gonna be
Ray.
going against Jordan Grace here. She's got a little feud going with her, I think.
Yeah, they were beefing at Deanna Prazo's black tie affair that she
Yeah.
had. But moving on, it went into. I know there was a backstage segment after this. I can remember off the top of my head. Eddie Bravo got engaged to Rosemary, and he was
Yep.
planning his wedding. And Kiera Hogan, um, she's really good. I like her a lot. And Tasha Steeles came, and they were punking him, busting his balls, pulling his punk card, saying, "Does Ty run everything for us? Ty running for everything?" And then they're like, "We're your best men. You know, we can look out for you." And then Bravo's like, "Hell nah, son. Follow Bob." Follow Bob walks out of a door, and he's like, "Follow Bob is my best man." And then all of a sudden, Follow Bob can talk, and he pulls out
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
pulls out his phone, and he's like, Google Translate, bitch." It's pretty funny. Follow Bob is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he is. It's nice to see him kind of separate from TJP and kind of have his own character.
Yeah, he's
So
been
for a
in
while
tag
there,
teams here and there. Yeah,
yeah, for a while there, you just saw them both in tags, but now that TJP's kind of mixing it up for in the X division, you kind of hope that he wasn't gonna get lost.
yeah. And speaking of talent, like Impact has so much talent, it's ridiculous. I mean, just like off the match before, and then that little backstage segment leading into TJP. I mean, that's a good small amount of talent to just have for an hour show.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to be like you need a deep
No, I agree.
roster.
Their X division could just be a whole show in itself.
Hmm.
I mean, they're the talent they have for their X division. Like I know it's gonna get brought up, but like I think Ace Austin would be he's good at both X division, and I think he could be good for in the heavyweight title picture because
Yeah,
he's a really good heel.
and yeah, he's a mother. Like people give MJF shit. Ace Austin was doing like a freaking like a program where he was fucking someone's mom.
Well, yeah, it was he was messing with Trey's mom. Remember that?
Yeah, that's what it was. And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, and I hadn't
And now
watched
that he
Impact.
has
Ah, good stuff.
And
Yeah.
now that he has Madman with him, now he's got the muscle behind him, so he can just spout off all he wants, and Fulton's going to be there to kick whoever's ass that tries to come at him.
Yeah, it's good shit. Ace Austin is a really good heel. He gives me the look gives me Kenny Omega cleaner vibes,
Yep.
and a little bit of Matt Taven when he got his new kingdom with Vinny and TK, but like he Ace Austin's got that douchey vibe, but you gotta respect the skills. And I got big things. I see big things coming in the future.
I hope so. I do too. I think he could be a top player for them. He really could.
All right, moving on. You gotta go to work. I can't be a bad brother. The next match had a whole lot of brother just in the first tag team alone. Move over, Mega Pounders with Cheese. The Triple XLs, AC Romero, and dude, I can't even remember the other dude's name because I only care about AC Romero.
Yeah, I forget what the
Larry
guy's
D.
name.
Larry D.
Yeah. Yep.
Larry D. He had some awesome segments in the Wrestle House, though, wearing the Ring Rust cologne. That shit was funny.
Yeah. You want some of this? No. Thanks.
That final match they had between the Deaners was pretty hilarious. They got a Fuji appearance. I sent that to Zanka right away. I said, Impact is it speaks our language.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
It's brother approved.
it is brother approved. the Triple XL brothers went against the Deaners. You got Cody Deaner and Cousin Jake. Cousin Jake looks like $1,000,000, and Cody Deaner looks like a Dollar General fucking Edge. Like, am I right? Doesn't he look like Edge?
Yeah, no, you nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head.
You go to Target and you buy Edge, and then oh man, they out of Edge. We got to go to no, Walmart's out of Edge. Let's go to Kmart's out of Edge.
Dollar Tree. Dollar
General,
General, Dollar Tree, and it's like, oh, they got a bunch of these, but I suppose
got some Cody freaking Deaner action, and I like it. I like his character. They did great in Wrestle House, but it was a really quick match. The Triple XLs made quick work of him. What the hell's his name? Larry D hit the best man, the right hand, knocked out Cody Deaner, and boom, Triple XL wins. I believe there was a next in between segment after that. Trey Miguel, I think it was Trey Miguel calling out X Division Rajay Root. I can't say his name right. Did I say that right? Raja.
I have no idea. I stutter on that name too.
Yeah. So he called him out. Pretty much called him the dodgeball champion because he's dodging all the title matches, and there's just back and forth. But that led to nothing really. Just yeah, you're a pussy. What's up? Yeah. And then later on, there was a match leading into that was the match from Trey Miguel versus TJP. And both these guys are really good.
It was a good match.
I kind of don't like the Trey Miguel's like little stoner crew, the Rascals. I'm not really on board with them. It's kind of cheesy, but then I think about it, it's Impact. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, and I like it that they have Trey's the singles guy, and then the other two are the tag team. Because I mean, you can tell Trey's the guy that does good in the singles matches for X Division, and then the other two work really well as a tag team. Yeah, they did pretty good when they faced the Machine Guns here. What was it, about a week or two ago?
Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, they put on a good showing, and then Ace Austin and Madman Fulton whooped the shit out of them after. Yeah, but back to the match. TJP, Trey Miguel, fast pace, crazy ass moves. TJ countered to 619, but Miguel,
there was a lot of pretty good counters in this match.
Miguel countered that with a freaking enziguri, and it's just like, when's the last dude gonna hit something? And
well, plus for a small guy, TJP's really good for the ground submission. Like holds and stuff like that. He pulls some pretty good ones in like the last couple of matches I've watched of him. I mean, he's just really good.
For a little brother, he fights like a big brother. And
he brings that brother energy.
Yeah, he's got that brother power in the little locks and everything.
He's a brother you don't want to underestimate.
And he got the brother tattoos like hardcore crazy. Like he got tatted up after he left WWE.
He's like an Aces and Eights brother.
That's a brother.
Showed up all tatted and ready to go. He's a Hell's Angels brother.
It's so funny too because he's Filipino. So is Shotzi Blackheart, and I think Falaba is Filipino. So it's like there's like, and I think who's the new guy? Jake Atlas in NXT. Yeah. Man, Filipinos are breaking in the business. I mean, good for them. The last thing.
Well, yeah, and two of them, I mean, TJP and Shotzi are in some pretty big storylines that get on TV.
And TJP already made the pinnacle of the cruiserweight. He won the tournament, and he was champ for a long time. Yeah. And he was a hell of a heel when he was in 205 Live. So.
Yeah, it was sad that his run in WWE didn't go. It wasn't better than what it was because he could have been a guy that if they put a rocket on, they could have strapped him and he could have been a pretty big player on the main roster.
Definitely. He definitely could be like in Cedric Alexander's position right now. And I definitely see him. I mean, outside of being black, I mean, he could have been in the Hurt Business. He has the swag. Yeah. He has the swag. He has the attitude. He's got that little fuck you look, you know?
Yeah, he's got that edge that they all have.
Mhm. All right, moving on. Miguel defeated TJP from that, by the way. He hit him with the double knees for the pinfall. And then after that, there was a segment of the North. The North was attacking the Rascals because that 4-man tag was set, the 8-man tag was set up for the main event.
Yeah.
So they did the whole chair in the head thing against the wall. So the Rascals were out. And as Motor City Machine Guns were checking on, the Good Brothers, walk in, and then
The brothers.
the brothers, let us pray to the brothers of the brothers.
The brother shrine.
they come in like talking shit about doing some Mark ass podcast or whatever, and then they get roped into subbing in for the night for the match later.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, that's the Tito's talking. And then right after that, Rich Swann made his return again after last week saving Tommy Dreamer by throwing a crutch at Eric Young's fucking head, hopping on one leg.
Yeah.
That's how the show ended last week.
Oh,
Rich
man.
Swann comes out, hopping on one leg, chucks a crutch right at UI's head. Boom. I don't know what personality he hit, but he knocked one of them out.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was funny watching him like fighting Eric again because he's like kicking his leg, making sure it doesn't hit the mat or Eric Young doesn't hit him or anything like that. And then like when Young like jumped out of the ring, he does like the crawl while still like flipping that leg up behind him.
Yeah, that was impressive. I thought he was gonna eat shit when he got on the ring, but he did it perfectly. He did it perfectly, and he didn't even look like he slammed his foot on the ground.
No.
Boom. So that led to a match. He called out Scott D'Amore to set up a match, and Eric Young didn't want any of this to happen, but D'Amore made the match official despite the protests. So looks like there's gonna be a match at Bound for Glory. Is it Bound for Glory?
It'll be a good one.
No, it's not Bound for Glory. What is it?
It's
Bound for Glory. Yeah, for
Bound for Glory.
Yeah,
because I think D'Amore said like April or October 24th at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, we got to have a big show for that one.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna have a brother type of show for that.
We're gonna have a brother down on that for that podcast and for that show.
I got to get you before you go into work, so you can definitely brother down.
Oh yeah.
All right. So moving on, Brian Myers in the ongoing feud with Willie Mack. I've known Willie Mack since Lucha Underground days.
Yep.
I remember the first time I saw him, I was like, who the hell is this motherfucker? And he was him, and it was what's his name now in NXT. He wore a mask in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Swerve Scott.
Yep. Isaiah Swerve Scott. Yep.
He played Kill Shot or something like that, right?
Yep.
Him and Willie Mack were on Lucha Underground, and they were fucking killing it. They were
killing it. Can you believe the people from Lucha Underground and where they are now? It just shows you. It just shows you how good a talent that they had for that show, and how once that went under, just how they all have found their places in other wrestling companies and how good they've done.
I would say like 85% of them, maybe even 90% of them have a job. And Helico did some crazy ass shit in Lucha Underground. He jumped off the freaking the one part where the fans stand into the ring.
Well, hell, even Son of Havoc when they teamed together, he did some damn good moves for being the guy that was the power guy.
Yeah, they did amazing shit. Willie Mack was impressive, and I didn't get a chance to catch this match because my day was hectic as fuck. So, did you get to watch it? Willie Mack versus Myers.
And Myers ended up exposing the turnbuckle, and they went back and forth, and Myers was going to throw him into that corner, but he got reversed, and he ended up hitting his shoulder into that exposed turnbuckle, and then Willie hit the stunner for the 3 count.
That's what's up. Revenge for last week in the low blow. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So did you see any in-between backstage segments on YouTube, or did it go to the next match?
It went to the next match.
because they do good stuff. They do really good stuff with the
Oh yeah,
backstage
their,
stuff.
their, their segments backstage are really good.
Yeah, I was disappointed I didn't get to see what happened with Moose and the search for EC3 because last
Yeah,
week's was pretty funny.
yeah, that was really good with him showing up to his coach's office.
Yeah, then all those people showed up in hoodies, and the coach just went like, "Control your narrative." But next on my list, I got Taya went against Kiera Hogan with Tasha Steeles in the background. Um, then again, I know it was set up earlier with the whole Eddie Bravo and no Johnny Bravo, right? Johnny
Yeah,
Bravo,
Johnny Bravo. Yeah.
Johnny Bravo, and the whole wedding planning shit. So, what happened here? Did how'd this match go? Was it a domination by Taya?
It kind of went that way. I mean, you can kind of tell knowing that Johnny Bravo wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
that probably something like outside the ring, especially since they had Tasha there, was going to happen. And that's what happened. She ended up distracting her. And I don't know, actually, what happened was Kira distracted the ref. And while Taya was over like John with Tasha, she like raked her eyes. And I
Nice.
don't remember what else she did, but then I allowed Kira to hit her finisher on her and pin her.
Oh, nice. Kiera Hogan, she had a big push when she was a baby face. Now she's a heel, I guess. Not really. I can't really tell. She's kind of like tweenerish. But when she was a baby face and she had her red hair, like
Yeah.
yeah, she was on a good push. And then I took a break from Impact after that, and then I
One
came
of
back for
the announcers said that they wouldn't be surprised if possibly this time next year she's contending for the Knockouts Championship because they believe she's on a
I
pretty
can see it.
good trajectory.
They just need Don Callis back. As much as I don't like that guy, I don't like his egotistical rants when he had his podcast and everything like that. But outside of that, he you gotta recognize talent, and
Oh,
he's a tremendous talent, and he adds to the whatchamacallit, to the commentating. So I mean,
yeah.
Madison Rain's beautiful and everything like that, but there's too much cheese between those two, Josh
Well, you
Matthews and
could
Matt.
you could do a three person booth. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad of a thing to have her had just throw Don in there with them
Yeah,
because
that'd be
she could be
cool.
the keys. The other guy, I forget, was it Josh? Is it
Yeah,
Josh
Josh
Matthews?
Matthews. Yeah,
You could be like the guy that's like, oh, like talks nothing but good, and then Don could be like the guy that just has like a rooting interest, wants the heels to win all the time.
yeah. I definitely miss him on the headset because it's just too much cheese between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like they're like a comment. If they can go back to the old days when they had Tanae and with
Mm-hmm.
the talent they have now, and they just increase the production value a little bit more, I think they can compete. They can
Oh,
compete
yeah.
because
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not bad because the reason why I got the Impact app is because I like going through and watching like their old pair reviews, and I've started watching. I'm going backwards from like 2019. I'm gonna go backwards and just listening to him and Josh Matthews do some from like last year. He's really good. Don is really good. He adds that extra special something that's just not there in that with the booth right now.
he's got that brother intuition on the mic.
Yeah, he brings excellent brother intuition.
How are we doing on time? I don't want to.
I got a couple minutes.
Okay, couple minutes. Well, that was pretty much leading into the next match, which is the main event. I didn't know if there was any backstage segments. There probably were. They usually do something. I missed it. Fuck my face. I was trying to do all today. I got a new washer and dryer today. I had to clean up the house. I had to pick up my son. Apparently, he had a haircut I didn't know about. The haircut, she was taking too long. Then I had to go to Costco and I had to do my homework. I forgot I had signed up for college. Fuck.
You had a brother do list.
I had a big brother do list, and I couldn't let my brother, stick Adam down because I blew you off last night because my fucking kids,
Hey, you had to take care of the little brother. It's understandable.
Yeah, yeah. If he wasn't in school, it would have been easy. He would have been on the pod with us, but he's back in school or whatever you call this shit that they're doing now.
Yeah.
But here we go, main event. Speaking of brothers, I believe you got the North, and then you got Ace Austin, Madman Fulton against the Motor City Machine Guns and the Good Brothers speaking of brothers, I think they subbed in because of the attack on the Rascals earlier. So,
Yeah.
How was that match? Did you see that?
It was pretty good. It was really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of the North. I really like Ethan Page's work, and I think with Alexander, he's a really good guy to have with him. It was good back and forth. All the guys got their moves in, everybody got in, and then it had the North ended up hitting. I forget what their finisher is, but they ended up hitting the finishing move. But while they're in the middle of doing it, Ace Austin tagged himself in. So after they did the finishing move, he ended up getting the pin. And it was funny because afterwards, both Josh and Ethan are kind of looking at each other. They look at Ace and they're just like, "You motherfucker!" And he's just like, "Hey, what? We won, guys. Come on."
That's his MO. He's a slimy, schemy son of a bitch.
And he's good at it.
Well, Bleacher Report gave this show overall, it looks like they gave him a B. What do you rate this show of what you saw?
I would give it a B. I mean, I imagine it'll be, after I watch the full episode, I would probably go at the minimum a B+. They've for like the last month have done A- to about B+ shows. So it's been really good. I mean, there's some weeks I would actually say that they've done better than what WWE has put out there.
Definitely. They just don't have the notoriety. And the channel it's on, no one can ever find Impact. Impact's trying to find the clitoris. You're gonna find it or you don't.
75-25 chance that you're gonna hit it, but when you do, it's the best 5 minutes of your life.
Yes, and then you don't want to tell anyone where it's at because you don't want anyone else to find what you're looking for. So
exactly.
That's why they have no fans. It got a B for brother. It's definitely a brother show. It's better than Monday Night Raw. It's probably going to be better than SmackDown. It's definitely better than AEW. I am not an AEW fan. I have a long rant to go about AEW and how they're sacrificing ratings for their roster. So that's a different day. But no,
we'll have to do that on another brother podcast.
We could do that on another brother podcast.
I've got some opinions on all of them too.
Yes, and maybe I could share that with Sam. Sam's coming on after you get off. He's gonna come on. We're gonna talk about why the fuck he keeps flaking on me. But we're gonna get that on there, and then we'll maybe talk some wrestling. But Sam will be on after you go to work.
Well, hopefully that damn Aussie brother will show up and he can actually put in his 2 cents.
Dude, I love WWE right now because they're shitting on the Aussies. They're splitting the two hoochies up.
Oh,
and they're shitting on Buddy Murphy.
The
end of Raw 2 weeks ago is like my family in the middle of the ring just beating the shit out of Sam. And
was awesome. That was the best thing I've seen in this last month. Just all of them just teeing off on him, and it's like, oh, the Aussie ass whooping is happening.
Yes, and that's what happens when you fucking mess with fucking Latinos.
Damn straight.
But I know you gotta get to work. I had a brother time with a brother. So, you got anything you want to say? Last words? Any brother wisdom?
I just want to say thank you to the good brother himself, Andy with an I, for making this happen. I always enjoy talking wrestling with you. Next time we're going to definitely talk more wrestling. We're going to even talk possibly a little football because I know we both had talked about that.
Oh God, yeah.
That hopefully we're going to have some more games under our belts, and I imagine by the time we talk again, those Titans will still be undefeated. Hopefully my Eagles can pull out at least 1 or 2 wins so we can have something else to talk about. But it's been a hella good brother time with you, and I always look forward to it, and I always love talking with you, man.
Thank you so much for coming on. This definitely should be more of a regular thing because no one watches Impact, no one talks about it, but you got some good brothers out there to like it.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Have a good day.
You too.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R. Welcome back to the Still Real pregame. We missed a few things on Impact, so I watched them with Bryce. A couple backstage segments. I got my man
B. Rice.
Yeah.
He's here. We just watched Moose confront Scott D'Amore about where EC3 is. And you look like you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I don't think I saw that.
We just watched it, but it's okay. That's when EC3 popped up on the screen, and he said he's going to cut the title up if you don't hurry up. And then he shook his head really fast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that happened, and then Moose got a hold of the Demo God, who is Chris Jericho from AEW,
Mm-hmm.
and he asked him for some advice, and then he texted somebody. Then we saw Rhino sneak in Heath so he can steal money so he can buy more ads.
What?
And your eyes just got big because you just saw Taya's big. You know, you just got Taya bent and you just saw.
Okay, let's just be.
Yeah, let's get back. Let's get
Because
back to.
I want kids to hear that talk about that stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, then the next segment we saw was Tennille Dashwood taking pictures, and someone got rosy red.
No, that wasn't the thing.
And then she got confronted by Jordan Grace, and she was like, "What's up? I thought you were supposed to come to work." And she meant in the ring, and she was taking pictures like a model, and so she was just like, "Next week, we're fighting each other."
Mm-hmm.
And then Tennille Dashwood went back to taking more pictures, and you just got a huge Cheshire cat smile.
Stop, I don't want to get embarrassed.
It's okay. Girls are pretty. They're pretty. Ty's pretty. So what do you think of Impact Wrestling so far?
I think it's fine, but the more I like is WWE.
But we don't care about that. We're talking about Impact. So poo on that. We're going to talk about Impact.
Impact?
Yeah, that's what we're watching right now. You like Impact. I was watching Impact a while, for the past 3 years, and I took a break, and then I watched it again. Now I'm back on it heavily, and you like it. And now you're acting like you've never seen it before.
I've seen it before. It's fine. It's okay.
What girls do you think are prettier, WWE or Impact?
No!
What's wrong? We'll talk about pretty girls.
Let's not get into it.
Okay, fine. Well, it's pretty much, we saw the backstage stuff that I missed before I talked to Styx Adam. So that's Impact. That's the rest of Impact. We covered it. Rhino confronted Hernandez and distracted him, and then Heath stole a wad of money so he could buy more ads so he can, hashtag, what is it, hire Heath or something. That's what happened. And then nothing else really happened. It's Impact in a nutshell. You get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. It's good entertainment for me. So we're done talking about wrestling. Unless you want to talk about more pretty girls.
Stop it. Please. Okay.
So hold on before you keep going. We also forgot to talk about Chris Bay confronting the X Division champion. I'll work on saying his name. I really can't. I'm not good at it. We'll just call him the X Division champ. He's getting confronted by Chris Bay and TJP. What do you think of TJP's tattoos? You like them?
Ugh. Looks sick.
Yeah, they look sick. You want to get tattoos when you get older?
Yeah. I guess I want Mega Man X themed or anything else I kind of like maybe rock.
Like
If
rock
I
and
s-
roll?
Yeah, if I rock and roll when I get older.
Okay. But, Trey Miguel came in, he started talking to them, and he's a champion. He's trying, X Division champ's trying to find his way to not fight anybody, because he's a little snaky little guy, and he comes up with some weird scheme, and escapes another day. So he'll eventually have to fight all these guys, and we'll get somewhere. Probably Bound for Glory, which is their pay-per-view. And he looks like he backed himself in a corner he can't get out of.
Wait, so is he gonna give payback?
No, we don't care about payback. That's WWE. We care about Bound for Glory.
I know.
That's
but...
Impact.
Okay. I thought he was just gonna give payback to them.
No, we can't say that. That's WWE.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's alright. I still love you. I can't not love you because look at that face. Your face. You're so good. You're that face. Mwah.
When you grabbed my cheek, that reminded me of playing with Mario's face.
Okay.
in Super Mario 64.
We all right. Cool. We're done talking about wrestling. Let's talk about what did you do today, Bryce? What did you do?
Well, I went on Zoom, with all my friends there, and I did a lot of assignments. So filled out my reading log.
Okay. You did school. I know what you want to talk about. So what happened? What was the big event today?
I got Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Oh, what's that?
Well, 3D All-Stars has Super Mario 64, which is everybody's favorite from the 90s, and also Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy.
And that's it?
Well, it also has soundtracks of 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. I mean, Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay. And how much have you played that? Where are you at in the game so far?
Well, I'm at in Sunshine. I'm at 2 stars. 2 stars.
Okay. What about 64?
Only at 1 star.
No, you had 2 stars when I helped you with the bomb, King Bomb.
Oh yeah, right. And then I got a challenge from Koopa the Quick. Remember him from the 90s? He was the quickest Koopa. You had to beat him.
And you got a star.
Yeah.
Did you beat him?
Yeah.
So you got that star?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. You actually have to race him, and if you go at the top to where King Bomb was
Yeah.
yeah, if you get there first, you'll get the star. But if you get there late,
You don't get the star.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose. And I don't care about that, because all I care about is Impact. We're here to talk about Impact and all the pretty girls on Impact.
Come on, stop it with the pretty girls.
You like all the pretty girls on Impact.
Stop it.
I love the pretty girls on Impact.
it.
The fans love the pretty girls. What about there's pretty boys on Impact, too, so everybody loves the pretty boys on Impact. But, the girls, man, that's what it's all about. It's okay, guys. It's okay. You can like pretty girls. Alright, dude. We talked about Mario. Talked about Impact for a little bit. Didn't really talk much about it because we haven't watched it. But we're going to watch it every Tuesday from now on so we can talk about it more. And we're going to have a big podcast when it comes for Bound for Glory on October 24th. So, you already talked about Mario. Last words. Keep them short. What do you got?
Okay, so in
That's already too long. That's already too long. Come on, what do we got? 2 seconds. Say something. Say bye. Say whatever.
So in Super Mario.
Nope. Come on, let's go. What do you got?
Come on.
Just make it short. We don't
Okay.
have an hour. We got 5 more seconds.
Oh no. Well.
What do you want to say to all the fans? That's not Mario related.
So today at Miss Kelly's, I had a lot of fun. Played with friends, had good words.
So what do you want people to know to enjoy their weekend. What did you say?
Just enjoy your weekend. Hope the smoke doesn't affect you. And if you eat a 3D All Stars, just good luck with it and have fun.
Cool. I'll be playing Black Ops, the alpha. I downloaded the alpha for Black Ops. I'll be playing that all weekend while you'll be playing All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back here, talk about Impact next week.
Yeah.
Coming up is That Wrestling Guy. Have a good day.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Welcome back, everybody. Sam had to blow us off today. He was doing a live Cam Soda thing. His content will also be available on OnlyFans and Patreon. So he blew us off to do his one-man show, but I got the next best thing. I got Monica in the house. Monica and I love Big Brother. Rules still apply for the word of the day. So Monica and I love Big Brother. I've been a fan for 3 years now. And Wrestle House was a big thing on Impact this year. And over the course of like 4 or 5 weeks, it was going on. And when Monica was in the kitchen or working around the house or just laying down on her phone while I'm watching Impact torturing the house, she got an insight of a knockoff Big Brother. So, Monica, what were your thoughts of Wrestle House?
Do you want my honest thought?
Just honest opinion. It's fine. You won't hurt my feelings.
I was kind of offended.
You're offended. Well, see, you got to go into Impact understanding it's the Maury Povich of wrestling.
I could tell.
It's Maury Povich. It's Honey Boo Boo. It's all that under one roof, one like Federation Impact. It's Maury Povich, Honey Boo Boo. So you go in there expecting that, and sometimes you get better than that, and you're excited. Just like I am. I loved Wrestle House.
But you have to understand, from my perspective, like, I didn't know that. I'm literally just doing my own thing, and I see this weird fucking show on the TV, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I don't know characters or names, but all I remember was some guy was mad because, like, togas or something, and I guess there was, like, a rival house. I don't know.
No rival house.
Or like, rival leaders in the house.
No, there's it was a house. It's kind of like Real World when you put a bunch of people that don't like each other because they're rivals. They have rivals in there. The Triple XLs are rivals with the Deaners, and that's who you saw get upset.
And then someone was locked in a room, and then there was some chick dressed like a little kid.
That's
like
Susie.
Like a little that was fucking weird.
She's a demon. She's an undead bride.
The one who's like in all pink.
Like, because she posts, like, you know how she bats her eyes? It's like she's possessed. Like a little kid, like you see in movies, like the little kid that's like a demon, and then they can go from 0 to 60 and kill everybody. Like Carrie, kind of like Carrie.
It was, like, painful to watch.
Well, yeah, you've seen
like,
fucking snakes on a plane. It's like...
But, like, ever since we've gotten married, I can't handle, like, D movies. Like, you made me watch, what's that one where they all get sewed to each other's buttholes?
That's not a D movie.
Centipede?
Human Centipede.
That's that one, yeah.
That's
like,
Oscar worthy.
Well, and then what if the squid, octopus, or sharks, whatever. Like,
Mecha Shark versus Metal Octopus? I
yeah,
can't remember.
I
watched...
That was like the early days of Netflix. Like that
was just sci-fi.
No, it was Netflix though. Like super, super early Netflix before they actually started getting like popular and good at what they do.
Brooke Hogan was in one of those movies.
Oh god.
And she used to be in Impact. She was really big, like, in the mix of the storyline of Impact. And she was in Ghost Shark.
See, okay, so all that stuff is like, it's like brutal for me to watch. So watching your like knockoff of Big Brother, like via wrestling, like it was just really difficult to watch and to understand. It was very slapstick.
It's worse than that, but yeah, I mean, but what do you expect? At least it's not like WWE that's trying to put its pussy on a pedestal and be like, look at us, we're the pinnacle, and like all of this is real.
I don't have any expectation. I'm just saying.
Exactly. So you're getting what you pay for.
I didn't pay for it. I was a victim. I was literally walking around in my house doing shit, and then all of a sudden the shit's on TV, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on?
I'm fronting the bill for the direct TV to get the direct access to Impact Wrestling, and there's good shit. You know, it's, oh my God, it's not that big of a deal.
I'm just saying, it was a little painful to watch.
Okay, compared to Big Brother,
Okay.
how do you find the entertainment value?
Terrible. The acting is terrible. Or, okay, well, I don't know if that's the term you guys use in the wrestling world, but, like, their performance was subpar.
It's, oh Jesus! It's not like, so we just watched The Bodyguard, like as I was editing the other segments of the podcast, and it's like I would put it on par with Whitney Houston's performance in The Bodyguard.
No,
She played an actress
it's
trying to
Whitney
get
Houston.
Oscars,
It's Whitney Houston,
and she won 2 Oscars in one night.
No, I will.
That's slapstick bullshit.
No, I will say though, I do love how you got annoyed and you're like, why do they keep playing the same song over and over in the movie?
Is that how you
That's a
feel
good
when you hear Impact's? I love the Wrestle House theme. It's very cheesy. Did you ever pay attention to it?
No, I just saw weird scenes and it just kind of turned me off, and I was like, oh, okay.
What about Johnny Swinger? That guy's pretty awesome.
I don't know who he is.
He was the guy that called everybody daddy,
No,
and he called Crazy
I
Steve his
literally-
young boy.
I literally was kind of like there, like physically, and then kind of left my body mentally once I saw how bad it was.
All right, if you could look, if you could, no,
I'm
it's
just
fine,
being a
it's
jerk.
fine.
I'm just being a jerk. I'm sorry.
I got one of the ladies in Wrestle House gives me a chub. Who do you think it was?
I don't know. It's probably the like weird dark gothic one. Wasn't there like some? Am
The
I
one,
right?
the one with the demon makeup.
I think so. Am I right?
Yeah, spot on.
Weird. And you know
Rosemary.
what? And literally, that's like me just watching. Probably, I want to say like.
What are you drinking
maybe
over there, man?
Maybe a couple minutes of it.
It's Dr. Pepper.
I mean, Dr. Pepper.
You don't even know what show we're watching? You don't even know what drink you're drinking. There's something wrong with you, bro.
Actually.
You're quit doing a run-in on your mom's segment. Get out. Go. Or it gets the hose again. Hurry up. Go on, boy. Get. Go on, get. You were... Okay, yeah, Rosemary.
Yeah. So yeah, that's who I guessed.
Yeah, Smashtastic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. She actually used to, before they like lost the licensing or whatever agreement. Who's a guy took out his ribs? They always say, but he really didn't. Marilyn Manson did her entrance song.
Weird.
It was really good. It was really good.
Again, I question the way I look with your taste in women.
Rosemary's hot.
I mean, maybe it was the makeup. Who knows?
It's better with makeup on. You didn't. So nothing caught your eye other than the weird shit you just talked about.
Like I said, I just saw something about togas, and then I saw something about like somebody locked in a room and people are knocking on a door trying to get them out, and like I said, it kind of was one of those things where I was there physically and then I left mentally.
So, just to put some perspective, or I don't know, maybe some insight. There we go.
Okay.
Big Brother is a bunch of pieces of shit living in a house, being pieces of shit to each other, and they all just use it's just a game.
But
Hold on, just let me make my point. It's just, and that's real. That's real. It's real people doing real fucked up things. Wrestle House is wrestlers that have rivalry, beef with each other, and they worked it out in the wrestling ring and with a fixed outcome. So what you're trying to tell me, sitting there as a human being, you think Big Brother is better than Wrestle House?
yeah, because Big Brother's not fake like wrestling.
But that's like a symbol of our society. They're pieces of shit. If the world could be more like Wrestle House, I think we'd be living in a better place.
So it's like the Disneyland of like Big Brother, your Wrestle House.
I would say Wrestle House more like
It's
the
like-
county fair.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm giving it too much credit, but what I'm saying
And if
is...
you didn't notice,
Well,
like
no.
most of the people in Wrestle House could have worked at that county fair. If you're going to compare,
But it's funny because it's people who are really probably pieces of shit in real life who are dressed up like characters who aren't pieces of shit, who are pretending to be pieces of shit in a house because of Wrestle House.
These guys aren't pieces of shit.
Are you kidding me? Look at all the stories we've heard about wrestlers or that you've shared with
Hey,
me.
whoa, we don't get too real on this show. All right, let's just.
I mean, you told me some stuff, and I'm like,
It's-
man.
Whatever. The Twitter world is not the judge, jury, and executioner.
Hey, you shared the information. I'm just delivering what you shared with me.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I appreciate your time comparing. It wasn't fight or fuck or fight. It wasn't buy or burn, but it's watch or DVR or skip it, I guess you could say. You DVR in Wrestle
Well,
House.
how about like watch it or burn it? And I definitely burned that house down.
Oh, wow, Wrestle House is awesome. It was a rental. It wasn't even a...
How do you know this?
As I say, you watch the show.
Oh my God.
I don't even watch the show. I play Clash Royale and cuss at my freaking phone while I'm watching Wrestle House. I still grasp the concept of Wrestle House.
I like the product placement.
Yeah,
Nice.
Clash Royale. Cesaro. But fuck Cesaro because it's WWE. We're talking about Impact. He plays Clash Royale. All right, we gotta go. Sam blew us off so he can go do something similar in his one-man show on his Cam Soda. So thank you, Monica, for your time.
Anytime.
And the next WWE pay-per-view is like sometime in October, so we can go back to fuck or fight or buy or burn.
Yay.
Any last words?
Don't ever make me watch that again.
I didn't make you. It's a choice. This is a free country. Bye.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
That's the end of the show. Yeah, I did not count how many times we said the word of the day. So I'm glad I put that ticker on the bottom. So if you're not, I just hope you pregame responsibly because that word of the day was used and abused. But hope you enjoyed this show. I got a little Easter egg at the end here. It's Mangria and a couple of my buddies that I work with just talking like crazy asses. So enjoy that, and hopefully you enjoy the show. So see you next time.
I mean,
Oh, you got
they're
your
hard
own.
to-
Andy,
Yeah, I
Andy's armed with his own Costco sticks.
Let me,
Oh, dude.
I need to pop one of these things open.
Pop one open, throw it in your drink, take your fucking pants off, a la fucking Luke Gallows, and let's have a shitty fucking podcast because you guys are coming up on this Impact shit right now.
So I get stuck out there. I start turning the wheel left, right, throw in reverse, left, right, just trying to wiggle my way out of there. So I used to live up in New York. You get stuck in the snow and you wiggle your tires around a little bit. You might be able to get out of it, but it didn't work like that at all. I was just digging myself deeper and deeper. I could feel the front of the car just getting lower and lower and lower. And there was this group of 3 people out to the right, like 20, 30 feet away. They didn't have a car with them. I don't know how they must have walked out there, but they're sitting out there on their little beach chairs, whatever, and they're just staring at me. And you can tell they're definitely from Seattle because they're out there in like these nice peak coats with like scarves and fedoras on and all this weird shit. And they're just like looking at, they're just like waving at me. And
Fucking
I
hipsters, man.
I like waved back at them. Finally, they started walking over. I called Jose. I was like, Jose, look where I'm at. I showed him the beach. He's like, oh man, I'm jealous. That looks beautiful. And I was like, yeah, but I'm fucking stuck.
Why did you call Jose? That dude's all the way in North Carolina.
Because he knows how to deal with shit like this. He knows how to. Jose can get out of any problem. We had been on the beach like 1,000 times together. We never got stuck. We went on the Silver Bullet. Went in the Black Hyundai. We went in the
Jose,
van.
Mangria, just to preface, Jose's never been in a butthole he couldn't eat his way out of.
You know, Gabe is over here talking about this stuff. You guys are talking about this stuff. The first thing that pops into my head is now I know why I always carry kitty litter in my
Yes.
truck.
Yes.
Because kitty
that
litter
shit
gets your
in
ass out of
Alaska.
everything.
Kitty litter will get you out of any ditch. You're right,
That's
Mangria.
right.
Cheers to that.
Well,
Cheers,
so what I realized was halfway through these people coming over here, this truck pulls up, and it's like an older short lady, like a chunky short lady with short blonde hair that's dyed and blonde. I mean,
And her clit's bigger
but
than
I
her
love
dick.
her. She's like a wino. Like I can tell she's like a wino, and she's just loving her life, and she's wearing
Functioning
sunglasses.
drunk.
Yeah, and she's wearing the turtle shell giant shaded sunglasses, even though it's cloudy as can be outside, and she's just yelling at me. And somehow she has a New York accent, even though we're like on the furthest western tip of the United States. And she's like, "Hey, hey, do you need help?" And I was like,
You
"I'm
fucking
Hey, that's not a
pussy."
New York accent. That's not a New York
You
accent.
need help,
Come on
you
now.
fucking pussy.
Hey, what the fuck are you guys doing up in here?
We got some fucking Yingling out here. You want to drink some fucking Yingling, you
Yingling?
fucking
This
pussy?
fucking guy up in here.
She was like, "Hey,
Fugazi, Fugazi.
She was like, "You need help? You need help?" And I'm like, I don't know. Well, I don't really want to bring a lot of attention to the fact that I got this car stuck in the sand. And she's like, "Climb in the back of my truck and check if there's a rope in there." And then so I hop out and I climb in the back of my truck, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing right now?" And I find, and there is a rope back there. And then she opens her
Yeah,
she
because she
rolls down
ties
her
people
window.
up and throws them in the fucking river.
she
You
rolls
sleep
down her
with the
window.
fishes.
She rolls down her window and she sticks her hat out and she's like, "Is there a rope in there?" I was like, yeah, it's right here. I got one. And she was like, "You know what to do next, right?" I was like, "No, I've never been in this situation before. I don't know what to do next." That's not where I grew up.
And then he's out here with some New Yorker that's just like, whatever, fuck it. She pees standing up. I bet she peed standing up.
She was like, "No." She was like, "You need to take your floor mats out, flip them over, plastic side up, tuck them under the tires, and then
Makes
floor
sense.
it."
Yes.
And then
it's
floor it.
traction.
Wow.
And so before we tied up the rope, this lady, like once I told her I didn't know what to do next, she hops out of her car. That's when I find out that she's
'Cause you
probably
own golf
shorter.
carts.
She's probably shorter than 5 feet tall. She's got a tiny dog in her arm that's barking, "Arr, arr, arr, arr," and she's
Which
like,
represents
"Okay."
you.
She's like, okay, let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. And then the other chick is like, no, don't tie it up. Don't tie it up yet. And the lady's like, "We need to find somewhere to tie this onto. I don't see anywhere to tie it onto." And the other chick's like, no. Let's tuck the floor mats under the tires and floor it. Just give us one chance. And so we tuck them under there. I floor it and it works. But then
Wow.
I have 4 people in front of my car just saying like, "Go, go, go, go." Because they don't want me to stop because they know if I stop, I'm going to get stuck in the sand again.
Yeah.
And so I'm driving in reverse, just flooring it, just hauling ass at like 40 miles an hour in reverse, like holding the back seat, just looking back, flooring in reverse. I finally get back to the main trail. I park it. And then they're like jumping up and down. And so I'm
TJ.
sure it'll wash off nice and I can set it back in. But
Hey, shut up, Gabe. Stop talking.
What?
that was an eventful day.
You got DJ in the house. DJ, what's up? DJ, you're on the pod. What's up?
Unmute.
I'll mute my pussy. What's up? Got another coworker, Mangria. He was on the pod last week, 3 weeks ago.
Before he gets on, Andy, I think I might steal that idea. I loved the pregame. I love the idea of interviewing non-wrestling fans about predictions. That was a fucking jackpot idea, dude.
Well, JB, legit. That dude is from Peru. He lived in a tree with the monkeys for a long time, so he can't deny it. DJ's legit, but I wanted to interview JB because he was a turd.
Where's he at? Where'd he go?
DJ disappeared. What the fuck, man?
Uh-oh.
I want DJ to come on because he knows about wrestling, and
I think Ice I think Ice heard what you said, Andy. They're coming after him.
Well, no, that was JB. DJ is different.
Oh.
DJ's American. I can prove
Oh,
that
okay.
shit.
Okay.
JB, I
Like,
can't. And then HC, if he ever joins, if HC joins, I can't. Oh, here we go. DJ's coming back.
What's the name of this show, Andy?
This is still pregame.
Oh,
This is
okay.
still pregame.
All right.
DJ, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's going on here?
What's up? I got Gaby up. I got Mangria. Mangria, you never met. Mangria's good people.
All right. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Mangria watches wrestling for reals. I watch wrestling for reals. Gaby, you know Gaby. Gaby's fuckboy. And
Yeah.
Gaby's got his pussy on a pedestal like this high. We know
I
that.
gotta be putting a pussy on the pedestal, son.
I'll eat that shit regardless. Just fucking bring it down. You turned DJ?
Yeah, I got the Tito's on deck. About
I've been drinking
50%
Tito's
off.
all night.
That's what I got right now. So me and my wife. Let me show you. Let me see. Can I switch this? I don't use. We bought this yesterday.
Whoa!
God.
Wow!
Daniel.
DJ for real, son.
Hey.
Swayed you? I'm really curious about this. What swayed you from Xbox?
So I can't remember. I might be wrong, but I think back in the day, PS3 used to be free, and I think Xbox cost money. So I was like, okay, well, if it's free, I mean, why not go there? You're getting the same thing anyways.
You right.
And back in the day, if you think about it, Xbox only had Gears and Halo. That was it.
Halo.
That was really just like the big games.
Yeah.
PlayStation always had way more exclusive, and that's my opinion. I mean,
Hey, Final
like-
Fantasy just went back to PS5 exclusive. Final
Yeah, I saw
Fantasy
that,
went back
16.
to boom.
Yeah.
We good.
That's why I jumped. I'm going to PS5 as well, but I think JB stole my pre-order, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Yeah,
I
so
got to wait.
when I went up there, they had I think they had 10 more for the actual with the disc. Headsets were out, and they were trying to promote hey, get the camera too. I'm like, I don't know if I want that right now. But from what I heard, GameStop does. They're trying to promote hey, every Friday we're gonna have new games coming out. So if you're trying to get new games, hit us up every Friday. We'll have some new stuff. So I know they got the Spider-Man coming out, which I just saw is pretty good.
Miles Morales.
Yeah. Truth be told, so
But you know how it is when they hype it. It's like E3. Every time they hype it up, it looks phenomenal. When they actually hey, it's gonna look great. Then remember when Watch Dogs came out, it was 50% downgraded.
you watch that, it was trash.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of skeptical. Should I really get it or? So I didn't
here's
pre-order
my
any
question.
game. Yeah.
Here's my question: Why is the digital only version cheaper when nobody's going to be using a disc these days?
That's the
So
same.
why would you pay $100, $200 more?
Because it's a drive, so
Yeah.
you're paying for a butt.
So I
Essentially.
thought about it too because I do a lot of digital stuff, but the thing is, that's why I had to get an external because what's going to end up happening is, your hard drive is going to get filled up. So if you have all digital, I don't know what the PS5 the actual internal hard drive is. I know when the original PlayStation came out, I think it was 500 gigs, and then they made the Slim, and I think it was a terabyte, and then whatever. But once it fills up, then what? You know what I mean? And then also you have to think about it too. If you're getting the actual disc, I was once I actually went into the store, I'm like, damn, how am I gonna watch if I rent something from Redbox or just movies? I don't know, I just didn't want 100%. I don't want to have to hook up a freaking Blu-ray player or something just to watch, a new movie coming out.
Yeah. With the Xbox Series X and what's the other one? The Xbox Series S. Doesn't one go into the other? Can't you place the Series S into the Series X?
Oh,
I'm not.
Did you guys see that?
I didn't see that.
I was just wondering what the hell is up with that. Does that mean there's more memory, or I don't know what the fuck that was?
Well,
I don't know if
in
it's
the
a money
advertisement
grab or what.
I saw in the advertisement they were the one that's not only digital, the one that you could still put disc in with. For the Xbox, they said it was like more powerful. It has more RAM. It has more memory. It's a more powerful machine.
Well, I'm terrible with money, so I'm probably gonna end up getting all of them. And I'll live on the streets under a bridge probably, but I'll have all the devices and the consoles.
That's fine.
My man.
I'm gonna stick to the PlayStation for now.
I miss the last like 10 seconds of what Gabe was talking about, but I'm pretty sure it was just like knowledge, whatever. Boring. Put my penis to
We
sleep.
just talked shit about your pink headphones when you left for a couple seconds.
You really think I give a fuck about my pink headphones? Like, I swear to God, I've had
These are
two
pretty cool.
knuckles. I've had 2 knuckles deep in me. I don't give a fuck. Like,
That's what
Tonight? Tonight?
how did wait a second.
what, Gabe? What? I have this tattooed on my body. You really think I give a fuck about what?
I'm just that tattoo. That's an awesome tattoo.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. It was
It's
blurry
Hello
on my
Kitty.
screen.
It's Hello Kitty.
Yeah, like Hello Kitty
Oh,
and
that was the Hello Kitty tattoo?
It's like 3 Hello Kitties, but one of them is like a stormtrooper.
It's
Oh,
Bubble.
nice.
It's Boba Fett. You better watch your fucking mouth.
Somebody's excited about the Mandalorian.
It's actually this is the last tattoo I got before Bryce was born because I can't get tattoos when I gotta feed my son, so
I
yeah.
guess.
I can only pay for WWE subscriptions.
Nice. $9.99, son.
It's cheaper than fucking $320.
Oh my God, that's how much that tattoo cost?
Yeah.
I'll draw it on you for 10 cents. Indicator!